Okay, internet friends, it's been about a month since I did my original pick of all of the products I wanted to either do damage on or use up in 2019. So almost immediately, hello Athena. Hi baby. This is Athena, who never actually comes on camera because she hates it. Let me see if I can get her to come up. Oh, we're having 2 puppy cameos today. Oh, hi baby. Athena is much more gentle than her little brother, who's much bigger than she is. She's just a sweet little nugget, and he's like a big barrel. See, so it's been about a month since I did that original video, so I thought I would come and do an update on anything that has had progress, hasn't had progress, and anything that I have finished up. So if you want to continue to see these updates, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. If you like this type of content, don't forget to give me a thumbs up before you go, so I know what you like and what you don't like, so I'm not wasting my time or yours. Okay, so I have put in a list here in my booge of all the products I had wanted to deal with in this long project, or whatever we're calling it. We're not calling it a project pan, I don't think, but I think we're gonna call it product pan. Okay, so the first thing, and I'm going to fully call myself out on this from the get-go, I'm a moron and didn't mark my starting point. Shit. But the first product we're going to talk about is the Tree Hut Skincare Protecting Daily Moisturizer with Sunscreen Broad Spectrum SPF 30. So this is basically my daily moisturizer. I do most of my skincare at night, and in the morning when I'm tired and don't have time for life, I use this before my makeup, and I would say it's very hard for me to see, but let me go ahead and just do a little double check. I think this is pretty much on its last legs, and we're probably in and around here somewhere. And just so I don't do anybody a disservice, I'm going to mark things right now. I think this is about here. So that is product number 1. We did make some progress. There was probably about half of it left before. So we went from probably like here to here. I did think it would be done by now because I didn't think there was as much in it as there was, but c'est la vie. The next product I've actually seemingly have lost, which makes me really upset because I really like it, and is the Bite Beauty Lip Crayon. It was last year's birthday gift from Sephora. So I do know that I had made progress. Like, this little horn is ridiculous. I know that I had made progress on that lip product. God knows where it's run off to. It is still somewhere because I just used it a couple days ago. It probably won't make it to the next update if I can find it. It definitely won't make it to the next update if I can't find it. Alright, so the next one is actually a success story. This is the Faced Hangover Rx. I would definitely repurchase this, but will not until I work through some of my other primers, because I got about 25 of them. I really liked this in my skincare in the morning, but having it not be here now and having supplemented other things in, I'm actually okay that it's gone and I don't have it. So that's something to think about too when you're like working through products, is do you really miss it? Do you notice a huge, huge difference? If it can be supplemented by something else or something cheaper, do it. The next product we're going to talk about is the MAC Smolder Eyeliner. This bitch is so old, but as with any eyeliner, you can just sharpen it and it basically makes it brand new again as long as the texture is still the same. I'm not sure how long this is going to last. The lid is completely destroyed. So I'm not super... See how it like sticks out right there? I'm not super pumped about putting something near my eye that's not really sealed anymore. So we'll see how the texture stays in the next little while and see if I can get a cap that's not broken. Because I do actually like it as a black liner. But we're gonna have to see. I've only used it maybe a handful of times and sharpened it twice, so I'm going to have to look and see what my last month's comparison was. After this video, I am gonna go and actually mark things like this, things I can't mark live, because there's no point in doing an update if you have no basis of a starting point or a previous update point, which I didn't really think about at the time because I suck at project pans. So this one I was smart enough to mark, and this is the Balm Bahama Mama bronzer. So this one was marked with a red line. You can see I've worked the pan back a little bit. I kind of shot myself in the foot with this because I did buy the Charlotte Tilbury Film Star Bronze and Glow, and I've been liking that a lot and using that a lot. So even though I do like this and I still intend to use it, I'm going to have to refocus my attention onto it because it is currently focused on the Charlotte Tilbury product. I'm not actually sure if I can remark this or not. I'm gonna have to see. Half of me wants to almost break it up and repress it so that it's thinner and it will actually show progress a little bit faster because you'll have to repan it. Okay, so one of my very lofty goals was to try and hit pan in a multitude of the Anastasia palettes. So I had actually specifically said sultry and soft glam. I am now opening that up to everything because lately, not only have I been reaching for sultry and soft glam, but I've actually also been really reaching into my Modern Renaissance, and my main update truly is that I've hit pan on 2 of the Modern Renaissance shades, Primavera and Tempura. I have not actually hit pan or made any significant progress in sultry or soft glam. I've been working a lot with my palette bingo palettes this month. I've been almost exclusively using those, and I got the Riviera palette the other day, so I've been using that, which I see back there, little buddy. If you want to see my thoughts on that, you can pop up here and I will have a link for the Riviera palette as well. This whole update seems funny to me because I feel like some stuff I like really smashed and other stuff was like, did you even touch that? Okay, so the next thing was the Fenty Kilowatt Highlight in Hustla Baby. So this is the little baby highlight. I did use this a lot in the first 2 weeks after I did that video, but then after that I switched to some other products. So there is no significant usage as of yet. I'm hoping by my next update that the FB will be a little bit more worn off. So I had 2 products from The Ordinary I also wanted to get through because they had been in my collection for a while. The first one is the Hyaluronic Acid, and it is almost gone. You can barely see it in the bottom there, and the red line is where we started last time. I will remark this right now. And this is another one I will be very surprised if it lasts to the next update. The Buffet I didn't really use very much. This I have a hard time getting to sink into my skin, so once the Hyaluronic Acid is done, I'm going to have to focus on this guy. I don't need to remark it because the original mark is still accurate. So this was another lofty goal, and that was to get some usage out of my Super Shock shadows. So I'm not going to pull them all out because I didn't really use them. I truthfully only used Lady Bird and I think one other one. So this had pan before. You can't really tell a huge difference. I've talked about this many times on my channel. So this month I am going to have to focus on 1 or 2 at least of those. I just want to show them some love, you know? All right, I felt like really going hard with this. I guess I gave myself a year, so I can't be that mad. So the other thing, eyeshadow wise, I wanted to do, and this has been on my channel before as well, this is my giant depotted Lorac Pro Formula shadows. So my overall goal with this was to show some more usage and just basically spend some more time with these. But I did actually, 2 days after filming the original update, hit pan on light pink at the top, and I have pan in other ones already, but that was the only significant update. This guy here is the small little mini Fenty Gloss Bomb, and you can't tell because it totally was sitting in my purse and it's all been kind of rolled up against the sides, but this guy is almost gone. I don't think it will last to the next update. Let me just throw that on the floor. But last I checked, there we go, there's the line of demarcation there. It is definitely about halfway done. If you haven't tried the gloss bombs, I strongly recommend, if you don't like lip gloss, because I am a girl who doesn't like lip gloss, is to actually check out these gloss bombs because they're pretty freaking great. I leave this one in my makeup bag, which I have recently started carrying, and I never used to carry a makeup bag before. And then I leave the other full-size one at home so I can put this on in the morning and then this one on throughout the day. So a couple more success stories. The Elizabeth and James mini rollerballs in black and white. There wasn't too much left in these, but seriously, I think the last couple of milliliters in here could have drowned a universe because it took me so long to get through it. They are done, they are gone, and I'm happy that they are gone. I do like the scents, but only when they're together, and I don't really like rollerballs. Remind me not to buy them again, okay? Well, we're getting into the success stories now. I had put in the Derma E Purifying Toner Mist. Don't love it, won't repurchase, but it is finished. It will no longer spray. There's like a tiny little couple drops in the bottom, but I'm just letting it go. This one's done, and I have replaced it with the Mario Badescu Skincare Glycolic Acid Toner, and I've noticed a huge difference with this in my skin, and I don't feel like this did anything. Some more skincare. We have the Organic Wear Physicians Formula Bright Boost. This is also making a huge difference in my skin. I'm so annoyed with myself that I bought this, knew I really liked it from the get-go, and then just stopped using it. This paired with that glycolic toner is really changing the game, as well as with the Transforming Peel from Ola Henriksen. I can never pronounce his name. Somebody correct me, I know you're going to. This is the Oil Elixir, and it just... I put this on before my moisturizer at night and in the morning, and damn, it just gives that little extra something. It's been evening out my skin tone considerably. I'm very happy with it, and it's very hard to tell, and my little pump thing is broken, but if I had to hazard a guess, I think we are somewhere around here. For those of you that are still with me 15 minutes later, are you interested in more of a rolling type project pan where I bring in similar items that I have panned out? Or do you want to just see if I can get through these things and go about my business as per the regular? Please let me know your preference down below. I was really tossing back and forth if I wanted to do it as more of a rolling project and bring in other items, or if I wanted to just let myself be free once I was successful with these certain things. So this one was a lofty goal as well. This is the Urban Decay Primer Potion. I use this every day. This is how much is left. And I feel like we're in a very similar position as we were before. So let me go ahead and mark this off and see for next time if we're making any additional progress. For something that you use so little of but use so consistently, you would think you would work through it a little bit faster, but it doesn't seem to be the case. I don't even know what I'm gonna switch to after this because I don't wanna rebuy this, but I also don't wanna switch back to Painterly Paint Pot from MAC because that one took so long to get through. Maybe I'll go back to Soft Ochre. That was like my ride or die for a really long time. Give me your primer recommendations, please and thank you. This is an up-and-coming success story. If you've been ever actually checking to see what I'm wearing in my description box, it's almost always this guy. Today it's not. But this is the Vitalist Elixir Foundation from CoverGirl. It looks like it's really high up, and it looks like I haven't actually used any of it, but it is no longer pumping, and I actually have to use a spatula to get it out. There is maybe about 1 centimeter in the bottom of it. For those of you who are not on the metric system, which most of you aren't, 1 centimeter is about this much. There will come a time when even if I have to use the spatula to still get this out, I will just give up on using it because I find when I get down to that much product, having to open and close the bottle and then letting the air into the bottle is just drying out the product, and it's really not that healthy for your skin to kind of let air and like germs get in there, and then you're opening and closing and you're leaving the pump out and it's falling over and touching your counter, etc, etc. So we will eventually get to a point where I do just let this go, but hopefully I can get most of the product out before we get there. The Dr. Brandt Needles No More Baggage Eye Cream. We are still about halfway, and I am really bad for using this. I go through phases where I'm like, yes, skincare, yes, eye skincare, butt skincare, leg skincare, all the skincare. And then there's days where I'm like, oh, here's a makeup leg, blah, and I don't shave my legs for a month or moisturize anything. But that's just who I am, and we all deal with it. This didn't have too much progress on it. I think maybe 2 more months, 3 more months of this and it will be gone. It's really difficult for me to mark this because it's already black, but I will have to see if maybe I can put some tape around it or something and see what we can do. I would not repurchase this. I don't hate it, and I just don't notice enough of a difference to pay the price tag for it. And I think it's like $42, which is goddamn ridiculous. All right, next product is the Nude by Nature Translucent Powder, and I know you can't see it very well, but this is almost gone. I don't think we will see this in the next update. It will probably be all finished, and I've been really liking this. There's no flashback on it. I feel like it really helps set my under eyes and set them nice and well. I just used it in a recent video if you wanted to see that. I'm wearing it under my eyes today, and it's really underrated. I'm kind of interested to see some of the other products that Nude by Nature does, just to get a better handle on them. So if you have any recommendations, please tell me. I think I've asked for them before and only one person even knew what the brand was. So tell me, what are your recommendations from Nude by Nature? This thing won't die. This is the Morphe Continuous Setting Spray, and I don't necessarily want it to die because I do like the product, but this is, it's empty. It's empty, I'm telling you. It doesn't shake anymore. You can't hear anything, but it also feels empty. Like, it feels like the product's completely empty, but it still sprays. Like, I'm shaking it. There's nothing in there. What are you spraying? I don't even understand. If this makes it to the next update, I'm having it committed for being magical. Will repurchase 100%. All right, we are down to the end here. So the second to last product is the Tarte Luminous Skin Mist, and I thought I had a really long ways to go in this in the original video. I thought it was almost full. Turns out it wasn't. It was about halfway, and we are now here. I didn't think I used this too much, but then I realized there was about 2 weeks there when I was using it before my makeup. So I was using it kind of as a base, then my primer, then my foundation. So will not repurchase. It makes me way too dewy. And truthfully, if I'm going to replace it with something, I'm going to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dewy Set, which is also demonstrated in my Riviera Palette review, because I kind of did a small review on the spring collection in general. Will not repurchase the Tarte, not a big fan, makes me look wet. And last but not least, and of course we are going to end on a success story, it is the MAC Spiked Eyebrow Pencil, and this actually was done the day after that video. There is nothing left. I looked to see if this was repurchasable. This came in BoxyCharm, and it is actually not, which is disappointing. But they do have other products. This is a super fine pencil, just like the Anastasia Beverly Hills. And truthfully, I was so sad when it died. Like, I wanted it to die, which is why it's in this video and this collection of products, because like it's old and it should be used up. But I wasn't expecting it to go that fast. I wasn't ready. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed these products. Let me know what you're using up in 2019 and the things that you're focusing on. I would really be interested to know that. And if you have any panning tips in general or making yourself love things that you already have, please tell me. Somebody help me. Don't forget to subscribe before you go if you'd like to see further updates. And again, don't forget to give this a thumbs up if you prefer this type of content. Have a lovely week, everyone. Bye!